A tornado test, why they were ducking and covering at MU.
New owners, new plans, why a local medical center is happy about the switch.
And lights out at the power plant, what that means for a very small town. KOMU 8 News at 6 starts now.
From Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU 8 News at 6.
It costs millions of dollars to run the Chamois power plant. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Reek.
And I'm Brittany Pieper. With millions of dollars of improvements needed, Central Powers decided to shut down that plant. The main reasons to close the business include $3 million needed to improve train tracks, $14 million to comply with the EPA regulations, and 92% increase in fuel transportation costs.
This is a significant blow to the economy of Chamois, but will save the power company millions of dollars. KOMU 8's Nick Chaberia is live in Chamois with the reaction. Nick?
Well, I'm here in the Chamois power plant inside the control room where come October, workers will be out of a job. The plant is owned and operated by Central Electric Power Cooperative. And live in Chamois, Nick Chaberia, KOMU 8 News.
Well, we've had a pretty blustery day across mid-Missouri today. We saw wind gusts this afternoon up to 42.
Thanks, Tori. Employees and students at MU got word of a tornado warning today, but no one told them it was a drill. The university's mass alert system did not get the message. It was just a test and sent out texts and phone calls about a real tornado to its subscribers. KOMU 8's Brian Bondis is live on the MU campus now and has been looking into what went wrong. Brian?
I talked with MU's IT director today, and he told me they're still trying to figure out what went wrong with the emergency alert notifications. Mizzou has had the same system since 2014. Live in Columbia, Brian Bondis, KOMU 8 News.
Thanks, Brian. More than 50 people rallied today in Jefferson City to support a law that they say could save lives. The group rallied outside the Capitol building in support of the so-called 911 Good Samaritan law. The law would protect drug users from charges when they help others who have overdosed. Two parents at the rally said they lost their son last year after an overdose and that his friends left him in the car and did not call authorities.
Also in Jefferson City, the trial of Brandon Chase began today at the Cole County Courthouse. He's charged with second-degree murder of Keith Mosley of Columbia. On April 22nd of last year, Mosley was shot and killed on Buena Vista Street in Jefferson City. That night, police arrested Chase. Jury selection was this morning. The trial is expected to last 2 or 3 days. A Mosley family member spoke with KOMU about the struggles since the murder.
Well, as I said before, it's agony, it's painful, it's hurtful. There's a lot of stress going on mentally, physically, emotionally.
Another suspect in that trial, which is being held in Jefferson City, has already pleaded guilty.
Last week's snowstorms made a mess of Columbia roads, and many residents are pointing fingers at the city. KOMU 8's Eric Hilt explains how the city could clean up streets faster if they spent your tax dollars differently.
Last week's snowstorms clogged roads and trapped cars. But for now, keep your shovel handy. Eric Hilt, KOMU 8 News, Columbia.
Public Works rented equipment from other city departments and hired private contractor to clean up last week's snowstorms. SAP says the department will discuss purchasing more plows when setting up the 2014 budget.
Playing doctor, it's a reality for some students.
Tonight, what's working? Why students are moving from the classroom to the lab.
Plus, we've already had enough snow here. Now it's time for our neighbors to take a hit.
And finally, some warmer weather is on the way for the end of this week. We'll talk all about it in my full forecast coming up right after the break.